This is Close Combat Gateway to Caen. You're watching episode 39 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. It's now 1400, and up here in Marseille, we're staying put. We never needed this battle group. Over here in Skyline, same situation, staying put. Come down here. We've gone ahead and just kind of assumed that this is going to be the big boy. So I am merging these battle groups. And then I'm doing the same down here. And I don't have a lot of power down there, so we're going to need it. I am moving one battle group to the south, and I'm keeping one in reserve in case we run into problems in either of these locations. But both of those battle groups do have decent ability to defend themselves. Up here, they should be merged, and they're not. So before I do that, I'm trying to think if there's a reason not to. I kind of feel like that's just an oversight on my part. Nope. Merge. Okay. So everything looks pretty good, and we are set for the execution. So let's do that real quick. Movement went well. And that's it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Battle group merged okay up here. And we now have 214th Brigade, 43rd Division, taking on 9th SS Panzer. So finally we should be able to bring some armor to bear in this fight. We have 90s Nostalgia Food Company. So if you know, you know. We got fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot, gushers, Dunkaroos, shark bites, push pops, and Lunchables in snack platoon. And then we have Capri Sun, Sunny D, Squeeze It, Hawaiian Punch, Slice, Tampico, and High C in drink platoon. And then we have Warheads, Airheads, Fun Dip, Pixie Sticks, Nerds, Pop Rocks, and Bubble Tape in candy platoon. Alright, enemy has a Panzer Grenadier platoon, and most of a Panzer Grenadier platoon in second, and then it looks like they're bringing 4 Panzer IVs. So they're still sticking with the 4 tanks, but this time I think we'll be ready for them. Not a lot has changed in my plan here, except because they did move north last time, and because we have a little bit more diverse units, I have put some stuff up in the top. So I've got some tanks covering the north looking south. Then as you move around towards the road at the three-way intersection, I do have 3 tanks looking west into the field. And then I've got infantry hiding in the woods where they usually hide. And then down in the south, I've got 2 more tanks on the road. I am leaving the south undefended this time because they don't usually go there. I'm hoping if they do try that, we can maneuver back around and take care of it. But since all of the flags are basically northeast of where they're going to spawn, I'm hoping that they don't go just straight east. Our infantry in the north is going to be spotting a little bit, but they're going to be there to help advance with the tanks once we know the coast is clear. Outside of that, I think the big key to victory here is just going to be to get their tanks with minimal losses. And there's already a tank, and it's already burning. Okay. Now, honestly, that could have gone either way. They could have popped one of my tanks, but I kind of felt like having 3 tanks there was the way to go, and I like that outcome. All right, let's go ahead and move these guys up just a little bit. Infantry there. Can't see. Oop. Yep, we can see a little bit. And I wonder... I don't really want to move across the bocage yet. No. Okay. Oh, tank. Alright, all 3 of our guys can see this one. Let's stop screwing around with the infantry and try and drop that Panzer IV. I'm okay now moving Bubble Tape down, and I think we'll do the same with Pop Rocks, and we'll try and get these guys in on the fight as well. So this locates the second tank. They still have 2 more that we do not know their location. Come on, we're getting hits. Another hit. Alright, High C spotted an enemy. It looks like more infantry Yep, they're on the run. Okay, Panzer IV is damaged. Another hit.
Redeployed.
Okay, target destroyed. I was getting worried there. 3 tanks couldn't kill 1 Panzer IV. Now let's keep creeping up. I don't want to get too close that I'm in danger, but we need to drop all this infantry that's going for the flag. I did split my 2 crocodiles, so one of them is down there in the south, and one of them's in the middle. So Airheads is a crocodile, and so is Warheads.
Redeployed.
Hopefully that means they'll survive better, as well as be more effective against infantry in multiple locations. Alright, more infantry maneuvering here. Can't see through. Let's keep moving up. Nice and easy. Just secondary explosions, I guess? Alright, they did capture the flag, so I don't know if we already killed the guy that got it, or if he's in there. We have to be a little cautious. I'm wondering, what if we take Tampico and bring them down to scout for the tanks through the woods? And hopefully the tanks can keep anybody in the 3-story building under suppression so that that's not an issue for our infantry. Alright. Maybe these guys. And I swear there was another team right here. Alright. So far, so good. Infantry seems to be moving unhindered. Is that a mortar round? Are my mortars engaging? Tank? Tank? I don't know if my mortars are auto-engaging. Alright, so part of the problem here, Warheads, I don't think has line of sight, no. And if they keep moving up, they're going to block Fun Dip. So we might need to keep moving up here. Can you shoot again? Okay. Somehow I need to get Warheads visibility without blocking this line of sight. So we need to just keep going forward. And I think we're just going to mob down with these guys. Uh-oh, orange. Okay, they took some damage. We've got a dead and wounded unconscious. Come on. If Warheads could get up here and we could get 2 cannons, or even the flamethrower, that would be awesome. Lost line of sight. Fun Dip is hanging in there. Alright. We got infantry in front. We got to clear that out so we don't just get popped when we move down there. It's not that, it's another team of infantry. Lost line of sight, let's keep going. Uh-oh, we're immobilized. Fun Dip is not going anywhere. And we're struggling with Warheads. Uh-oh, Fun Dip abandoned ship. They are on the run. That's kind of a shame. I don't think that they should have. They've got you know, support element next to them, and they were winning that fight. But the tank wasn't destroyed, so kind of a win, I guess. Oh, there he is. Okay. We are mired. He's kind of like driving through the trees and is a little stuck. I think we're going to start coming down here to support. So let's get Pixie Sticks following suit. And then let's go ahead and take Nerds across the bocage into the field, and we'll move south down through there. Both tanks are here. This is going to be a problem. We've only got one tank to deal with this. Support is coming. Let's get our infantry moving. Stupid menu. Come down here. Shark bites can do the same. I think we'll do gushers right there. Although I don't think the infantry is going to have to worry about a tank fight. Looks like they're both going to be stuck in the south. Can we get Tampico across there? I don't know if we do. If we lose warheads, the infantry will be susceptible to their armor. So let's sit tight for a minute, see if our support can show up. And apparently these guys are engaging the 3-story building, so that works for me. Let's just keep moving up.
Scratch one.
Nerds, you can now get to the south. Tank is visible. Maybe they didn't have both tanks. I swear they had 2 tanks down here. Right? Like the marker was for the other tank. It wasn't like this one. I'm going to assume that there's still one more tank down there that I can't see. Keep moving. Alright, pixie sticks. Come down maybe there. And then infantry. Just keep advancing.
In position.
Yep, they do have 2 tanks. Alright. It wasn't just an old memory. And if either one wants to get close enough that we can use the flamethrower. There we go, 1 dead. Alright, Airheads is also a crocodile. So if they get line of sight with that thing, we might be able to just torch this. Just a couple more meters to get around the bocage, and we could probably flame them. We're at 75. Yep, there it is. Destroyed. Okay, all 4 Panzer IVs are down. We lost 1 tank, but it was kind of a cheap loss. Now we'll move Tampico up. I think the Fun Dip crew gave in a little too early. And come down there. I think cross that. And everybody just keep mobbing south. We need to bring infantry down to scout behind the bocage on this side. So, I don't know, maybe just like hold up right there. And I think we'll do the same with shark bites and just bring them down here. But let's not cross the open field. We'll wait till they get down to the south. All these guys can get on defend. I guess we could do the same over here. Not that I think infantry is going to make it this far.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
Now we just got to clear this area out.
Redeployed.
Just a second area. I was thinking one of mine just popped.
Area secured.
Alright, we've retaken the flag.
In position.
And let's just keep creeping in here. I worry a little bit about that 1-story building. But hopefully our tanks can deal with that. We are drawing fire from the south. Yep. Oh, right here. Bubble tape. Pop rocks, what about you? Yep, they can see it. Nerds. Wow. Everybody engage. We do have our mortars that I haven't been using, so let's just go ahead and let them fall right there. Alright, move up. I think pixie sticks could take the corner. And then they might be able to see into the north side of that building. Alright, 1 team lost line of sight. Nerds. So, everybody else is fine, yeah? I don't know if we should just be, like, sending shells random locations right now.
Redeploy.
There we go. Mortars are falling. It'll be fine. Give them a minute to clear out.
In position.
Alright, Airheads is in a dangerous spot. We can see down that road. There is somebody shooting from there. Contact there. Oh, he's in the building. They are in that building. Get in there. Alright, can we engage that? Can't see with the flamethrower.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
In position.
Nope, lost line of sight. More running to that building. Okay, another one dead. Alright, I think we gotta put every round into this building right now and make sure that nobody gets a clean shot on our very, very close tanks. Nerds could come down here. These guys can't because there is infantry in the bocage somewhere. We're still dealing with that one infantry element over here, so let's bring shark bites down. Let's go a little bit away from there and get pointed at it so we can get the flamethrower up there. Maybe right here. And we also don't want to get too close to that 3-story though. So let's go a little bit more and then we can turn north. So like, just like something like that. Alright, I think this is looking pretty good. We do have infantry nearby. Tampico could go clear these buildings. And we have our infantry in the wooded area east of the road. We can bring them down as well. Let's go like right there. And then Tampico, you can make the run. And I think just everybody go on defend and sit tight. Where's the one guy that's still alive?
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
Alright, back up there just a little bit, see if we can get a better angle with the tank and just finish that guy off. I'm sick of that fight. Right there, he's on the move, he's on the move. Nope. Okay, he's dead. Infantry spotted at the road. Vaporized. This is why we brought Tampico up. He can spot for these guys, and we'll clean up. Pixie Sticks has good line of sight down the road, so that'll work. I think we're going to come down and around with warheads and airheads even. Because the other option is to go north, but I don't want to risk our flame tank at the bocage. Get these guys coming down here. They can, like, clear this region. Bubble tape. We still can't cross yet, so let's get more infantry coming. And these guys can just take the 3-story. And then Tampico can hold here and watch for more movement. Warheads is taking their time. Let's get airheads following. And we'll sweep around the back of that building. I want to defeat them. I don't want to take the flag. But we do need to poke our heads and see what's behind there. Alright. We'll creep up, but we do need to keep our distance. The fact that this hasn't ended means there's somebody hiding somewhere. I don't know if it's even worth trying to run any of these guys down because they're so far away. And I think once our reinforcements arrive in that 3-story, one, that'll tell us if there's anybody in the 3-story that's just not shooting at us. And two, we might get some better visibility.
Enemies offered a ceasefire.
So we're going to take the long way with Pixie Sticks because they're on the struggle bus right now. I thought they would just drive straight across there. And nothing visible yet. Nobody's shooting at the infantry. I'm thinking the 3-story is empty. Okay, so they're probably still on the road, or like on the bocage north of the road. So we'll have to be a little bit careful, but might even just... Oh, never mind. I was just going to say just charge somebody out there, but if they're going to start shooting at us, that'll make it easier. Oh, contact there. Back up. And Re-engage. Yep, I think we still let Pixie Sticks do what Pixie Sticks is doing. Creep up here. Actually, never mind. End of game. Allied total victory in this battle. We have 96% morale to their 1%, and they were destroyed. So, I kind of surprised. I actually thought that there might be like another reinforcement that showed up before the end of day. But that was it. That's the end of game. So they did kill one of ours. They wounded 4 and damaged 1 tank. And then we killed 25. We wounded 42. We took 3 prisoners and we destroyed 4 Panzer IVs. And a very complete battle, especially given the struggles I've had on this map in the last 2 outings. So I'm very happy. It looks like we did lose 191 KIA. They wounded 356. And we lost 41 as prisoners. We did also lose 47 tanks with an additional 15 that were damaged. And then we only lost 1 vehicle and we only lost 1 gun. Our morale is still sitting at 74%. And then we did kill 602 infantry. We wounded an additional 1,035. And we took an astonishing 187 prisoners. We destroyed 69 tanks. We damaged 3 and captured 1. We destroyed 27 vehicles. We destroyed 4 guns. And we captured 13 guns. If you look at our tank losses compared to their tank losses, it was actually very close. I did a little bit better than them, especially being on the offensive, but nothing like when I was in Close Combat 5 and did a much better job maybe preserving my tanks, or my tanks were just a lot more potent against theirs. So I don't know how many of those tanks were lost to their Panthers, but there was quite a few of them. So if you take the Panthers out, it might look a little bit more dominant. All right, so our infantry didn't do much. Fruit roll-ups has no kills. Fruit by the foot, no kills. Gushers, no kills. Dunkaroos, no kills. Shark Bites got 1 kill. Push Pop got no kills. Lunchables, no kills. And Capri Sun has no kills. Sunny D has no kills. Squeeze It, nothing. Hawaiian Punch, nothing. Slice, no kills. Tampico got 4 kills. High C has no kills. Warheads has a tank kill and 2 infantry kills. That's good. And Airheads has a tank kill and 5 infantry kills. Fun Dip has 4 infantry kills before they were destroyed. Pixie Sticks has 1 tank kill and 12 infantry kills. Nerds has 9 infantry kills. Pop Rocks has 7 infantry kills. And Bubble Tape has a tank kill and 15 infantry kills. And we know they didn't kill a lot, so no kills there. And nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. All right, they got 1 kill. There we go with 2 kills. Team lead had nothing. Nothing. A bunch of surrenderees. Nothing. Nothing. And Panzer IV crew survived. 3 more survivors. 3 survivors and 1 infantry kill. And everybody wiped out. It kind of seems like it was a bad day to be a Panzer IV crewman. That does conclude our Allied attempt in Operation Epsom. This was my first time playing one of the new games, and I do feel like it went great. In the beginning, it was very rough. I thought it had a steep learning curve compared to the originals, and the units took some time to get used to. The pace is much slower and much more methodical, but it never became the grind that I thought it was going to be. The first battles, they definitely seemed impossible, but I rather enjoyed the end result. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I know there's been some back and forth between various viewers who loved it, those who hated it, but I'm curious what you guys think after seeing the whole thing. If you haven't played it, would you be interested in it? And stick around for more content coming up. Become a subscriber to support the channel and help me grow. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the Allied playthrough. I'll see you guys in the Axis campaign next.